Hello everyone, my name is Glenna, and in this short video I will explain how to configure your form settings and set your team notifications. The form settings is the starting point when composing your response forms or consent forms, and it is located at the top right in the settings section. This is where you can define the following. Internal name is where you can add a title to a form. Make sure to give it a clear title to communicate its purpose internally. Form hosting is where you can select the URL for the RSVP form. Enterprise users can set custom domains and define unique extensions specifically tailored to the event. Form is private or form is public. In this section, you will have an option to choose between a private and a public form. Please note that zkipster forms will always be set to private by default. Private forms is best used for private events and are only accessible via a unique personalized URL that each guest receives through the RSVP invitation sent through zkipster. The URL is embedded in the RSVP button for each guest. Public forms, on the other hand, are accessible directly via a shareable public page URL. This URL can be passed along to potential guests that are not being invited directly via email through zkipster and are currently not on your guest list. For mistake responses is where you can set your form to close. By default, it will close 1 week after the event's end date. Otherwise, you can always toggle it off if you want to manually close a form. The Allow Checked-in Guests to Submit form box is marked off by default on a response form. This is where you want your guests that have already checked in to still be able to submit a form. In this specific section, you can set up automatic triggers that will close the form after a certain criteria has been met. After a certain number of guests has been confirmed for the event and refers to all confirmed guests across all guest lists. After a certain number of confirmations to a response form, this would close the form once a predetermined number of confirmations has been reached. This option also only counts the main guest, but not the plus ones. You can edit and close your form at any time as it is web-based, even after you have sent out your invitation. Form close message. This is where you can define in the text box the message that will display to your guests on the web page once your form has closed and is no longer accepting any RSVPs. The second part of the settings is team notifications, located right beneath the form settings. In this section, you can choose which team members should receive notifications when a guest confirms or declines attendance, or an error occurs during registration to a Zoom event. By default, the account owner is set to receive an email for all errors during RSVP. Please note it only applies to virtual events, and we recommend keeping the option on. Head to our Help Center for more tutorial videos and articles, and thanks for watching.